Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Man, let me just say this. Whatever time it is for you, right now for me it's morning. I want to say God bless to everybody that comes on this live stream. And also I want to say prayers to everybody that's affected by Hurricane Melissa. And I also would like to say, as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you are welcome to this YouTube channel. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together. Make sure if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're feeling the vibes. Now, the title of this video is if the Vikings stop the Lions run game, they will win. Don't give up on the Vikings. NFL talk with your boy. Now, let me say this. A lot of people, you know what I mean, especially Viking fans, a lot of Viking fans, let's keep it real, um, don't think we have a chance against the Lions. And I always try to tell people it's any given Sunday, anything can happen. And it's not about how you start a season, it's how you finish a season. See, we started off a little fishy this year when it comes to just us being hurt and just not consistent great play. One game we're playing outstanding, especially against I think the best game of the year was against the Bengals, right? The Bears was a comeback win. Um, you know, the Browns, we're just more talented than the Browns. But the best all around win, in my opinion, was the honest, yeah, gotta be the Bengals. But my favorite win of the year is probably I don't know, Browns or the Falcons, because I love the way we came back against the Falcons. JJ McCarthy put the team on his back. The defense gave us a chance by not letting the Falcons score too many points. And that's what it's about. But like a lot of people already are writing this team off. They're looking at it as we don't have no high expectations. We're done. We might as well just hang it up. This is just developing for JJ McCarthy. And listen, every year is developing for JJ McCarthy for him to be the guy that every year is a good year for him to get into his bag, meaning potentially be an MVP of the NFL one day. But at the same time, I'm not going to say it's a developing year. We should just be like, oh, we just sucked the whole year. We just not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to do anything good. Nah, I know it's a developing year, but at the end of the day, I feel like the Vikings have a good team. I know it doesn't look like it right now, and we're struggling, but at the same time, we got some good coaches. I'm not going to sit here and say Brian Flores should be fired and KLC should be fired yet. And I feel like we haven't been healthy, so maybe we can make a run. Who knows? We're gonna take one game at a time. But everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family at the end of the day. And I will say this as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team, respectfully speaking. And that's just what I say. Don't get in your feelings when I say that. Hello, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so in my honest opinion, right, the number one thing that the Vikings have to do against the Lions on Sunday, and they will win. They have a high, if they can stop the run, right, they have a high chance of honestly winning this game. Like, I don't think the Lions, like, I know the Lions are very good. I think the record is like 5-2. They have an amazing run game with Gibbs and Montgomery. I feel like if we can stop their running game, maybe not completely stop, but contain it. Maybe instead of them going for 200 rushing yards or 100 rushing yards, maybe we could limit the rushing yards to 60 or 70 or maybe even maybe 50, maybe even worse than that. Somehow make the Lions one dimensional and put all the pressure on Jared Goff to make the plays. And I'm not saying Jared Goff can't make the plays because he is a good quarterback, but you got to take the run game away from them. If you don't, we're going to get cooked and we're going to lose. You got to block. Yes, and I'm gonna get to the deep. I'm gonna get to our offense as well about what we have to do. But my main thing, right? And look, offense is very important. We got to get ourselves together. We got to start scoring touchdowns instead of field goals. But I think the first thing we have to do We have to stop that run. When it comes to beating the Lions and what they love to do the most is run the dang ball. So offensively, if you could somehow contain their run game, you have an honest chance of beating the Lions. Like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Montgomery, Gibbs, Montgomery, you gotta somehow stop them and slow them down, right? Now, you were talking about the offense. You gotta block the Lions front seven. They got some dogs on that front seven. Aiden Hutchinson, one of my honestly, even though he's a Lions, Aiden Hutchinson is one of my favorite players in the NFL. I'm not gonna say here in cap. I like Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's a very good pass rusher, and it's going to be hard for our wherever they put him at, right side, left side, or maybe they might even put him in the middle of their defensive line to try to be some of our weaknesses. Our weakness is our interior offensive line still because of our center, and sometimes our guards don't look the best sometimes. So but either way, Aiden Hutchinson is one of those the premier pass rushers that can get to the quarterback. So I agree with what you're saying. Aiden Hutchinson, he just got paid, by the way. So shout out to Aiden Hutchinson after going through that brutal injury. I think it was last year, coming back this year and having an excellent year so far this year. So Aiden Hutchinson is my number one, the number one guy. I'm like, all right, when it comes to us containing and him not getting to our quarterback, he's number one. We have to contain. Shout out to Dylan Dotson in the building. He said, I'm here, but I'm not feeling great about this one. Yeah, we need the run game more than ever this week. Time of possession is huge, believe. Yes, go. I 100% agree with you. And everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button. Just double tap the screen, hit the like button if you haven't already, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I agree with everything you said and then some. When you talk about feeling this, listen, you're not feeling the best when it comes to this game. I'm with you, bro. I still believe, but I just have this feeling because it is a division rival and everybody's counting us out. Now, if we get obliterated like we did on Thursday night against the dang on Chargers, we're gonna have a different discussion. But I just feel like everybody that's counting, I believe this is gonna motivate the Vikings. I believe since it's a division rival, they're not going to come out here half stepping on that. One foot is on vacation, the other foot is on the field. You can't half step onto that football field thinking that you're gonna just win. It's not going to happen. You got to play your game. And the one thing about it is, this is not the team that you want to play with. The Lions they will run the score up on on this team. They will listen. They could be up by 50 points and they're gonna run the score up. So this is the type of game where it's like they can't go into this game thinking that this team. Listen, I know it's a division game. You got to come with your A game. You got to play the best football of the year against this team. You can't make those mistakes when it comes to turning the ball over. The offensive line has to be better. The play calling has to be better. We have to establish the run more than ever. And I love that comment, Dylan, because you're 100% right. We have to establish that run. I don't know how we going to do it, but we need to do it. Figure it out. I don't know. Listen, we got to figure it out. You cannot be one dimensional against this team and expect J.J. McCarthy, that missed most of the season so far, to just drop back and throw the ball 50 times and expect him to be and expect the Vikings to score touchdowns all day. Nope, it's not going to happen. Respectfully, he's a second-year quarterback. Technically, he's not a rookie, but he's kind of like a rookie because he only played 2 games his whole entire career, right? Because of injury. So I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy can't be the guy to do it, but I don't want it in this game. We need to establish that run game. What's going on, Dave? What's going on, Benjamin? He said, "How do you feel that JJ McCarthy is?" But hey, listen, respectfully, bro. Keep it PG if you can, but I understand what you mean. I don't think he is bad. I mean, I don't think you can fully evaluate a quarterback after 2 games. I look at it like this. Um, at the end of the day, the man only played 2 games in his career in the regular season. So it's not a proper amount of time to fully evaluate him. Now, after this season, we can evaluate him a little bit more. But even after this season, depending on how he plays, if he's just awful, then okay, you got to figure something out. But he's going to have some ups and downs throughout the rest of the season. But I believe that you can't. I'm going to save my opinion for if he's good or not. I think he's good, but just because I think he's good doesn't mean he's going to be good. So my mindset is I gotta see more to fully evaluate if he's not good or not. In my opinion, I think he has the perfect talent around him. Maybe not the best offensive line, but he definitely has the weapons like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison to throw it to. And I truly feel like if he gotta make it work, what quarterback would be like, oh well, I got the best wide receiver in the game, and I got Jordan Addison. Hey, I don't know how I'm gonna get them the ball. Like, come on, like even with this offensive line, I'm not saying. Listen, he got to get experience to be a great quarterback, but a great quarterback can make an offensive line look better. A great quarterback, a good quarterback, can get the ball to the best wide receiver in the game, debatably, and make something happen. You feel me? That's how I'm looking at it. So he's in the right position to be successful. He got the talent. He said biggest and yo Dylan, please. He said biggest threat in the NFC. The biggest threat in the NFC. I think I'm gonna just keep it Buccaneers, Lions, and Packers. I think the Cowboys could be dangerous, but their defense is not the best. Like I got a lot of respect for how Dak Prescott is playing so far, but their defense is absolutely terrible. But honestly, then of course I think the Seahawks, they're dangerous. 49ers, I'm still iffy with them because I'm a big Fred Warner supporter and he's out for the year. So when it comes to the 49ers, I'm like, I know they got a good record, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Losing Fred Warner for the year is a hurt piece, man. Anybody that knows who Fred Warner is, look him up. If you don't, one of the best, debatably the best linebacker in all of football. Just to keep it real with y'all, like coming from a Viking fan opinion, I just feel like a lot of people don't understand how good Fred Warner is. That man is a straight up dog. He makes plays all the time, and yeah. So I, in order, if I had to rank the orders of like the biggest threat in the NFC, I kind of want to go actually in my division. I'm gonna stay in my division and then I'm gonna go Buccaneers and Seahawks. But I'm gonna stick with the Lions because I know the biggest weakness for the Vikings is the stopping the run, and I know the Lions love to run the ball. Same with the Packers. They like to run the ball as well, but Jordan Love is coming to his listen. Jordan Love is a good quarterback as well. So I'm gonna go Lions, Packers, Bucks, Seahawks. I think maybe in that order, but I don't know. Terry, what's good, bro? He said Vikings going to bounce back. I see number 6 seed going into the playoffs. Yes, my opinion. Yes, I think this is the game, right? Like a lot of people are counting out the Vikings, and I keep trying to say this is a division game, and division games are the hardest games to win, and people gotta listen. You can say what you want about the Vikings, and the Vikings ain't this, the Vikings ain't that, but listen, bro. When I'm gonna say this, sometimes doubt can motivate a team. Let me say that one more time. Sometimes doubt can motivate a team. I never seen so many Viking fans doubt this team like I have this season. And it's a dang on shame, right? But at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And people are already writing the season off now. But at the same time, I'm going to go down with the ship. And I'm going to keep it real. This is a must-win game, though. Like, this is a game that you have to win this game against debatably the best team in the NFC. So they got to come into this game with energy. They got to come into this game with that Viking energy. You see, I got to put this on right now because I feel like this is the game. This is the game they have to win. They can't come into this game thinking that this is sweet out here because, like I said, the Lions will run up that score. But the number one thing is they have to stop the run game. And then let me get back to the offense real quick because I got to talk more detail about the offense because I feel like the Minnesota Vikings offense has been struggling all season long. And the excuse that I keep hearing, and I know it's a valid excuse, the offensive line's been jacked up. But then you have to figure out the play calling to make that offensive line look good. The quarterback can make that offensive line look good as well. So KOC has to be better with his play calling. KOC, I'm telling you right now, KOC, I'm gonna be watching every play. And if you don't make JJ McCarthy look good, bro, with your play calling, listen, it's gonna be some. I'm trying to tell you, bro, you ain't on the hot seat yet, but it's getting warm. And listen, we gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable as a Viking fan. Yes, I like you as a person. You seem like a good dude. I think that you're a good, coach. But Nobody is untouchable. And if you don't make my quarterback, JJ McCarthy, look decent in this game against the Lions, listen, bro, we going to have to talk about it respectfully. And I just look at it like when it comes down to it, right? The offense has to be better in general because honestly, the offense should be better than the defense. At one point of the season, we were talking about this is a defensive mind, this is a defensive team. We have an offensive minded head coach. He should definitely be the guy that he should be our offense should be the what's it called? What's the call? What's the word I'm looking for? I want to say the DNA of this team, but that's not the right word. When you think of the Vikings, you should think about the offense, not the defense. So that's the issue to me because you are the head coach. Shout out to Dom Adventure. Shout out to Ron's Opinion. Terry said it's going to be a favorite game of our season, but I'm rocking. We know it's not easy being a Viking fan, but 10 toes down. Facts. 10 toes down. W. What's going on, Donovan? He said W, like and subscribe. Join the Legends community. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Mike Sports Wise? Thank you for that compliment. Green Bay Packers with Michael Parsons was a good move. Yeah, that was a good move. The Packers do look good. But you know who I'm more impressed with? If I was going to, like, I'm not trying to get the Packers any compliments. I'm going to keep it real with you. But if I had to give them anything, the dude that I like the most right now is their quarterback, Jordan Love. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. People don't want to admit it, but that man is very good. So, yeah, they got something good going on in Green Bay as well. But now it's time for the Vikings to figure out what we got in our quarterback. Does he have the energy that he had in that fourth quarter against the Bears in that first game of the season? Does he have what it takes to be the starting quarterback for the franchise quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? Does he have what it takes? Because at the end of the day, we going to learn in these next few weeks, maybe some of the weeks in next season. Because listen, there's only so much excuses you can give somebody when it comes to oh, the offensive line's hurt. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. You gotta have to show something. And I'm not saying it's a talent thing for JJ. It's more injury than anything. He got to try to be healthy and he got to show something. I'm not saying he has to be a Pro Bowl quarterback right now. I'm not saying he has to be a Hall of Fame quarterback right now. I know it's going to be a roller coaster ride, but he has to show a little bit more, and he has to stay on that field. It's not about just get on the field for one game. You got to get on the field for the rest of the season, bro. Show the Minnesota Viking fan base, prove a lot of us wrong that you're the guy. Because we've been trying to get a franchise quarterback for a minute. You're the first guy that we drafted top 10 in Minnesota Viking history for the quarterback of the franchise quarterback position for the quarterback for the Vikings. That's special to me. So hopefully we use that 10th overall pick wisely because there were some other quarterbacks. I'm just being honest. And they looking good right now. A lot of them quarterbacks in 2024 NFL draft looking good. I'm just saying. I want to see JJ run a RPO very, very first play on Sunday. Show that he has something the Vikings have been lacking for a few weeks now. And you know what? Why they should definitely do that. And shout out to Peace and Love. Shout out to Alex. And shout out to Beast. I think that's a great idea. Change it up. Show something different. Show his ability with his legs and let's see what happens, man. I love that. I think that's a good idea. Show his toughness. Show the world that he ain't scared. Because when you get injured, people you tend to be a little bit scared about certain things that you run, certain plays that you run. So I would love to do RPO. I would love it. Alex said, all right, week 9 is coming. Greetings from Germany. Shout out to Germany in the building. Yeah, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap. Can I get 3 more likes? Can I get 3 more likes? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And but I would say this respectfully speaking, as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, I say this respectfully, so don't get in your feelings. I say this all the time, respectfully. We're gonna beat the brakes off your team. I know it looks bad right now. The Minnesota Vikings don't look the best, but respectfully, we will beat the brakes off your team. And this is the team that we need to. This is the team we need to beat. We need some type of positive energy, right? And get a good win. This will be the best win of the season. This is the hardest game of the season. Beating Detroit in Detroit will be a very that's a big deal. The first time, like, and this is like the hardest game of JJ McCarthy's career, and probably the overall the best defense that he's going to go against. Yeah, I think this will be the best defense, right? I know the Browns are very good, but he didn't play against the Browns, so I know the Falcons got a solid defense. I know the Bears are okay, but I think this is the best defense in the 3 games that he's playing so far this year. If everything works out, he will play Sunday against the Lions. This will be the best, which I think this is the best defense, right? That he'll play. So, but my biggest thing is Brian O'Neill playing, Christian Darrisaw playing, Donovan Jackson, Will Fry's playing. The center position is I don't want to say it's a dud, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The center position is I really don't have no hope with the center position right now. I'd rather make a trade for someone that's not even that good, that's better than what we have right now. Like um I'm Blake Brandel, his PFF grade, and I don't usually go by PFF all the time. I usually go by my eyes more than all that stuff. But his PFF grade overall is like 54 point something. Like it's absolutely terrible, bro. And the guy looked up, what's his name? From the Jets, his PFF grade is like 59 point something. It's a little bit better. So I'm like, man, it's still not the best, but goodness gracious, we need something better than what we have right now. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Oh, we got Purple in the building. What's good, brother? You can't be injured and play bad, yeah. Uh Spike, what's going on? The sky. In your opinion, does the return of average really make the defense look noticeably better? Yo, if are you talking about Andrew Van? I thought you said average. That's short for average, and that's the first thing I thought about is average. But Andrew Van Ginkel. So, in my opinion, Andrew Van Ginkel. I don't want to say underrated because I think people know who he is, but he's underrated on this defense. He's a big part of this defense. I think it's going to make our defense look so much better in so many ways. Well, the first way is getting after the quarterback. That's number one. You know what I mean? That's number one. Getting after the quarterback is number one, right? He had 2 sacks in 2 games. I think he played 2 games, right? Bears and Falcons, and he's been gone because of the neck injury, right? So my biggest thing is that pass rush. Because let's keep it real. Jonathan Grenard ain't doing a dang on thing this year. I don't know what's going on with him, but he hasn't really been doing anything. But my biggest thing with Andrew Van Ginkel is the quick plays. When it comes to the quick passes in the middle, and then especially the screens, like the running back screens, the tight end screens, the wide receiver screens, you know he could take it to the house because he's very good at anticipating the pass. He's very good at anticipating those screens. I don't know what it is. Andrew Van Ginkel, it's like an alarm in his head. Oh, he's about to run a wide receiver screen, and he just intercepts the ball. Like I don't know how he figures it out. I don't know if that's him studying the film. I don't know, but he's so gifted at anticipating and just knowing when they're going to do a wide receiver screen or a tight end screen or a running back screen, and then some of the quick the passes in the middle that will help us with the little slants and all that. So I think Andrew Van Ginkel was such a big part, and I just really wish because this is what's going to happen. I think the defense is going to look a lot better. I just wish that my guy, and I'm cheering for Dallas Turner. I'm not saying he's a bust. Some people think he's a bust already. I don't believe Dallas Turner's a bust. I just wish he would have showed a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Since Andrew Van Ginkel's been out, I just wish I would have seen a little bit more. And we haven't seen it like I thought I would see it. But Andrew Van Ginkel, man, it's a blessing to have him come back this week because we need him because he's going to help with the run game as well, stopping that run, stopping Gibbs and Montgomery. That's going to be hard. That's the number one thing for us, like defensively, is stopping the run. Because I said it, and I'm not trying to hate on the Vikings. You know, I'm a Viking fan. If you can't stop the run, you're getting cooked by the Lions. The Lions love to run the ball, and they're not going to stop running the ball if you can't stop it. You know what I mean? If you're not stopping it, they're going to run it all day. They're going to run it all day. It's nothing. The one thing about the Lions, they don't make it complicated, right? If they're destroying you with a certain play or certain things that they're doing, guess what? until you slow it down, until you stop it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to keep on doing it. And running the ball is their bread and butter. That's all. Listen, if they run the ball the way I think they're going to, like, I hope they don't. They're going to try to attempt to run the ball. If you could slow it down, I'm not saying stop it completely. You got to make Jared Goff beat you. And I'm not saying Jared Goff can't beat you because he's a good quarterback. Honestly, I think he's a very good quarterback. He's not like top 5, but he's a good quarterback, right? And but if he can use that play action and our linebackers bite, our cornerbacks, our safeties, whatever, everybody just biting off the play action, he's gonna pick us apart, bro. Their tight end, Laporta, I think his name is, and St. Brown. It's going to get nasty real quick, and they're going to run the score up on the Vikings if we can't stop the run game. I think it starts with the run game for them, and then on our side, it starts with on the offensive side. We have to establish the run. Now, people they're hyping up Jordan Mason. I want to see it, but the problem is the play calling. You can't see it if you don't call the play. So that's my biggest concern with the offense. Play calling. It's not even the offensive line to me at this point. If everybody is lined up that I think is going to line up, I'm talking about Christian Darrisaw, Will Fries, Donovan Jackson, and Brian O'Neill. If they all, you know what I mean, play. There's only one position on that offensive line that ain't really that good, and that's the center. That's the center. So, the season is over. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It might be over, but I'm gonna be a delusional Viking fan until I'm proven otherwise. Now, if we lose this game, depending on how we lose this game, I might say the season is over. But I'm not gonna say it's over yet. I'm not. I'll be one of the last people to say it. I don't care. I'm going down with the ship. You ain't gonna have me say it until if we get beat like we got beat by the Chargers, yeah, it's over. It's over. Grenard, Cashman are elite ticket. Yes, Grenard, Cashman, yes, and Andrew Van Ginkel, yes. Van is your guy's best hope, but yes. Nice to come to the D and cheer your boys on. You good here? Oh man, what's good with you, brother? We missed him. Swear record looks better with him. Yes, he's such a good player, man. It's just these injuries, man. Really, like. I don't know what it is this year, but we really was like hurt all season long, bro. Like I ain't see a team get hurt like this no, that's a lie. The Lions last year got hurt badly like this too. So yeah, the Lions was hurt last year. So this year the injury bug hit us, but I think we'll be okay. I gotta be Mr. Positive though. I gotta be Mr. Positive for the Vikings over here, y'all. I gotta try to change the vibes over here because I've been looking at a lot of like other channels and looking at the comment section, and everybody's like, "Oh, the season's over." I'm like, "My gosh, we still got some time, bro. Like, we go on a little bit of win streak, and we still got a lot of division games. Like, we only played one division game this season. That's against the Bears. Yes, we have to beat teams that are not in the division. We got to start doing that. But at the same time, we're 1-0 in our look. We 1-0 in our division. We're undefeated in the NFC North division so far. You know what I mean? This season, we got Branchback and Arnold. Wow, Bears looking good, Mike. Yeah, the Bears they looking solid. I ain't gonna say good. I'm gonna give them the solid. I'm gonna give them solid. I like what Caleb is doing. Caleb is looking like a better quarterback. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yo, what's up, Mike? What's going on, brother? What's good, everybody? Everybody hit that like button. Super Hawk, smash that like button. Yeah, Super Hawk, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to this YouTube family. You're welcome to this YouTube family. You're welcome to vibe over here. This channel is called Mike Sports Vibes. We vibing over here. It's nothing. We trying to keep good energy over here. Yes, we talk our talk. Yes, you know what I mean? We might not agree on everything we talk about, but at the same, when it comes to the Vikings or NFL talk in general, but at the end of the day, that's what makes us humans, man. We ain't supposed to agree all the time, but just keep it respectful in the comments. You don't got to insult anybody, their intelligence, just because they don't agree upon what you agree. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I had people listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. The beginning of the season, I said the Colts are going to be the worst team in the NFL. I've been looking like, listen, I had to give the coach so much respect, man. And I still got a lot of respect for him. I was wrong, bro. Like I said, they're gonna be the worst team. I said Danny Dimes is your quarterback. You're not gonna do anything. That man, Danny Dimes, is throwing dimes, bro. That man, Danny Dimes, got them Colts looking like the best team in the whole, not just the AFC. I'm talking about the whole NFL, bro. And I don't care. Oh, they didn't go against them. They beating whoever they play. It is what it is. Every game is hard to win. You know what I mean? So what are you saying? You said bet? No, I'm not betting. I don't gamble. Look at, but I'll feel better. Keep the championship in the north. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we going. The championship gonna be us. You know what I mean? Vikings. He said, indeed, Eagles. Oh man, what's up, G? I got the Lions winning, but if the Vikings can, and shout out to my boy Tip Top Health. He said, but if the Vikings can just mangle the game and keep it close, yeah, it'll give them momentum for the Ravens. Yo, you know what? I got us winning, bro, in a tough game. I think that the Vikings are going to play hard. They have to. The way they went down against the Chargers on Thursday, bro, was embarrassing. So they got to bounce back, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, Viking fans are ready to quit on the season, bro. A lot of Viking fans are ready to quit on the season. I seen it. I see it. I've been to a game this season, bro. Like I'm telling you, they not playing. The Viking fans is calling it like they see it. So we're gonna see if JJ McCarthy and the play calling and the defensive line and offensive line and everybody does their part and special team. The best part of the Vikings team right now is special teams. Our field goal kicker, Will Reichert. Will Reichert's been like he's been amazing, amazing. But we'll see. We're gonna beat the Lions, be 4-4, and then we're gonna beat the Ravens, be 5-4, and we're gonna go from there. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm Detroit, and I sub to you. Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you for that, man. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. It's always good to vibe with division rivals. Listen, I love it. I honestly love when other teams are subscribed to this channel because I think it's fun. That's why I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Even though we might cheer against different teams, at the end of the day, it's all love at the end of the day. They just need a decent quarterback next to Taylor. Mike, as a fellow football fan and husband, have you been since? No, no, that's a lie. When I was in Minnesota, she was wearing a Viking jersey, but I had to call her out last Sunday because she was wearing the Eagles jersey. And listen, it's all fun at the end of the day, but I'm a Viking fan, babe. You gotta listen. Listen. I'm tired of seeing my family wearing Eagle stuff, and respectfully, because I'm Philly everything besides football. But my oldest son is already an Eagle fan. I can't even break that Eagle. What's it called? I want to say spell, but I don't want to say spell. Like I don't know what you call it, but he's an Eagle fan, right? So I'm like, man, my oldest son, he's 11. He's an Eagle fan. My daughter is a Viking fan. My youngest son is a Viking fan. My wife, go back and forth, wear Viking stuff, wear Eagle stuff. Like I'll be okay if you wear Sixers stuff and Philly stuff and like Flyer stuff. But when you start wearing the Eagle stuff, I'm like, what are you doing? It's so weird because I'll be going to stores, right? And I have my Viking. Look, I got my Viking hoodie on right now. Like I'll be going to stores with my Viking gear, and people be looking at me crazy. I'll be like, yo, say something. Like I ain't scared of smoke. Hey, I know y'all the defending champions. I know y'all right now look good, but hey, listen, I'm a Viking fan. Respectfully, like we're gonna beat the brakes off y'all next time we play y'all. That's how I look at it. That's how but my dude, man, like it's bad right now. When you see your wife, she come outside and she's wearing a Eagle jersey. Like I like Jalen Hurts, but my gosh, wear a Viking jersey, not an Eagle jersey. Wear a Viking jersey, not an Eagle jersey. What are we doing here? You can wear Adrian Peterson. You can wear anybody. I don't care. It could be a Kirk Cousins jersey as long as it's a Viking jersey. It could be Christian Ponder as long as it's a Vikings jersey. Don't come outside wearing I'm wearing an Eagle jersey because it's Sunday football and everybody else is wearing. Don't follow the trend. Don't follow the trend. Listen, I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk to her about that. Let's all love at the end of the day. Green Bay Packers versus Lions, for the division now. It's not gonna be like that. Mike, what's going on, bro? Oh, what's good, bro? He said, what do you think about JJ coming back though? Yo, I'm excited. My expectations are a little bit higher than a lot of people. A lot of people think this is just it is a developing year. Every year is a developing year. Even for the veteran quarterbacks, is a developing year. Not on the category of like, oh, they don't know what the heck they're doing, but every year you get different looks and you try different things to get better, right? You know, Patrick Mahomes is probably the best he's ever been, even though it doesn't look like it. He knows a lot more. He's a three-time Super Bowl champion. Same with Tom Brady. Every year he's getting better. You know what I mean? When he was winning his Super Bowl. So I look at it like I have high expectations, not saying that he's going to be an MVP of the season or a Pro Bowl this season, even though I was delusional and said that prior to the season starting. I said, yo, he's going to be a Pro Bowl. I don't know about all that. But I just want him to look decent. Is that okay? Is that a cool word to say? I just want my quarterback to look decent. Not bad. If he can look good, that's cool. Just look decent, man. Just don't be, just like try I know he's going to turn the ball over sometimes. Try not to throw the stupid interceptions. Like when I say stupid interceptions, sometimes you got to throw the ball away. I think the best thing about a quarterback, like a young quarterback, what veteran quarterbacks do is they will throw the ball away. If the play just breaks down and there's nowhere to throw the ball, sometimes it's not good to force it, especially if you're ahead of the game, if you're winning. Why switch the momentum by throwing a bad throw and then it gets intercepted and then you're looking like, dang, it went from us being up by 7 to now we're tied because you threw a pick 6. So throwing the ball away is probably the most intelligent thing that a young quarterback can do. Any quarterback, but people don't look at it like that because they go by statistics, right? They go by statistics. So, oh, if my quarterback is 20 of 25, he had a great game, but then he threw for 2 interceptions. So why, like, you get what I'm saying? Throw the ball away. And it's okay if you throw for 20 or like, let me just put a number out there. 22 of, say you throw it 40 times, it's like 22 or 25 for 40. You know what I mean? And you threw a couple passes away. That's fine. That's not bad. Yeah, that's true. But that is the best thing about the Vikings right now is our kicker. You say can't win with kicks alone. That's a fact. We went to the red zone 6 times against the against the Eagles, and we scored 1 touchdown, and all the rest were field goals. So you're 100% correct with that comment. My bull said, I think Harrison Smith got to shut it down. He is one of my favorite players, but he's becoming alive. Yes, I love Harrison Smith, but I think this might be his last season. I'm going to just keep it there. I'm not trying to hate on him. I think this might be his last season. Honestly, we got to figure out this safety room. I wouldn't even mind if Jay Ward gets an opportunity. Theo Jackson don't look good to me. I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep it real. That's just my opinion. That's why I'm so happy Andrew Van Ginkel's back, because Theo Jackson is not looking good to me. I don't care, bro. That's just my opinion. Listen, people ain't going to like everything I say, but that right there, Theo Jackson, that's why I wanted us to draft Andrew Makuba from Texas. But it didn't happen. The Eagles drafted him, and I'm salty. And I'm going to still be salty until the season's over. So I don't like that, man. We got Ty Felton in the 3rd round. We should have drafted Andrew Makuba. Respectfully. Mike, you got to... I'm trying, RC. I'm so trying to raise my kids as my oldest son. I think his grandpa got to him. I can't help that now. It is what it is. I can't even help it now because of my oldest son. My youngest son and my daughter and my wife are the only ones I can kind of like persuade them to be Viking fans because they really got no choice. And my oldest son, that's an Eagle fan, he don't really say too much to me when the game is on. After the game, he be talking like, oh, your team, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, stay away. Stay away. Put you on punishment. Keep it up. How did it end up happening in your career? Yeah, so I'm Philly everything, right? And the reason why I'm a Viking fan is because of Randy Moss. So if you're wondering how that happened, it's Randy Moss. Randy Moss is the guy. It's funny because it was a game of like probably like a while ago. It was the Eagles versus the Vikings, and they had Randy Moss. And the Eagles won that game, but I never seen someone catch the ball the way Randy Moss. He would just say, put his hand up like this, y'all. Y'all know. Put his hand up like this. throw him the ball. It don't matter if it's triple coverage, double coverage, doesn't matter. He's gonna catch the ball. So I never seen anybody dominate like that. So I said, oh my goodness, I never was an Eagle fan. I never was a Steeler fan. Did I like players on the Eagles? Yes, by far. Did I like players on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Yes, by far. But I've always been a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. Randy Moss made me into a Viking fan, and I've been hooked. And then I like the fact that I like the color purple. My favorite color is yellow, even though it's really purple and gold, but you get what I'm saying. It's close to yellow, right? And then on top of that, I'm into like this is like random, but I'm into like medieval times. I'm into like gladiator stuff. Like I'm into that. So like I watch shows that are like Vikings or gladiators. Like what's the last it's on Netflix right now. Spartacus. Spartacus. I love stuff like that. So and I just like ninjas, like that type of stuff I'm into. Like the game, when I don't play games like I used to, but the game that I play, when I do play the game, is I know it's old as dirt, is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. I love that time frame. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I became a Viking fan. But it was Randy Moss and Dante Culpepper was the reason why I really became a Minnesota Viking fan. And Philly, everything else. So I'm a Sixer fan. And I got another YouTube channel. So if anybody's into basketball, I'm gonna put it in the comments. If anybody is, I'm trying to figure out if I can find. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna put my hold on, why is it acting funny? I'm gonna put the link in the comments. So if you're into basketball, I'm gonna be doing some hockey, even though I don't know too much about hockey. I'm gonna start doing play-by-plays for hockey. My biggest thing that I love to do on YouTube is do play-by-plays, meaning like I like to go live and like every play I like to talk about it and react to it, and that's what I like to do. But I'm gonna put this in the comments. So if anybody is interested in basketball, maybe even hockey, baseball, and I might be doing a little bit of boxing as well. So, shout out to everybody that's into all that. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the hockey players' names, but I'm gonna try. But that's my other channel. If you're interested, go subscribe to that channel as well. I'm trying to grow that channel. I will be going live for a lot of NBA games, a lot of Sixer games. So if I go against your team, you know what I mean, during the live stream. And also I put breaking news for the NBA and also NBA playoffs. But yeah, so I do all of that. All right, so we got Lions blowout win at Ford Field. Yeah, we're going to beat the brace off of y'all, respectfully. Daniel, keep that same energy. Don't be a hater, Daniel. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Do not be a hater, because I know you a Lions fan. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We going live for that game. I hope to see you in the chat. See, don't be yapping and yapping and yapping, right? And then all of a sudden when the live stream comes on, you ain't nowhere to be found, because a lot of Lions fans be doing that. See, I got to give a lot of respect for the Bear fans. The Bear fans, they actually was in the building. They was coming deep. I said, okay, even though we beat them, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I was sweating. My palms was getting sweaty. I thought we was gonna lose that game. J.J. McCarthy said in the fourth quarter, I got your back. And he put the team on his back and made some great throws and ran it in for a touchdown. So yeah. So, but yeah, we're going live for absolutely every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family at the end of the day. I talk trash, but it's all love at the end of the day. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly mean that. And I gotta say this, and I want to say this multiple times because I don't know who might be listening to this. So I want to say this, and I'm talking to you. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. I want to say prayers to everybody that's affected by Hurricane Melissa. I don't like saying the hurricane's name. I don't know why Melissa throws me off, but Hurricane Melissa. So Haiti, Jamaica, everybody that's being affected by Hurricane Melissa, prayers to you and your family. And yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm trying to catch them in the comments. I don't like the Eagles. I would never wear one of their. Nah, I don't know. I know the feeling. I live in BA and the Eagles fans everywhere, but I'm saying, oh, you're a Saints fan. That's crazy. That's crazy. And also everybody, please do not forget to check out this channel. This is my Sixer channel. If you are into basketball and hockey, check out that channel. I put it in the link below. I put it in the comments below. He said, you may as well be a what's up, London Packers? What's good with you? He said Randy, Dante Culpepper, Randy Moss, John Randall. I love John Randall as well. Um, yeah, Dante Culpepper was my guy, man. Dante, I got his autograph. I took a picture with Dante Culpepper when I went to the Minnesota Viking game. When we was in Minnesota for week 2, the home opener against the Falcons. Man, that was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I've been a Viking fan for a minute, and that was my first game I ever been to, and that was a dream come true. I took a picture with Dante Culpepper. I got his autograph and all that. Yeah, that was a fun time. Brian Flores as his defense been figured out because any quarterback worth. Yes, that's another thing. Brian Flores going to have to make those adjustments because Brian Flores' defense has been looking terrible. And that's why I said there's nobody that's untouchable on this team. I'm calling it like I see it. It is what it is. I don't care. Like, listen, you could be liked. I like Brian Flores. I like KOC. I like the players on this team. But as a Viking fan, do we deserve a Super Bowl? Do we deserve to make it to the playoffs? I think we do. So I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm going to say it in a respectful way, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to talk that talk. And if they don't look good on Sunday against the Lions, respectfully, I'm going to call it like I see it. It is what it is. If it looks bad, watch. I'm going to say what I have to say. You know what I mean? Hockey. Yeah, I'm going to start doing hockey. I am. I'm waiting on some stuff to come in before I do hockey, but yeah. Yeah, from community Skull, baby, Skull. Go to a hockey game and you'll be yeah. I've been to one hockey game. Correct me if I'm wrong, because if you know about hockey, you'll be able to correct me. So I'm a Flyers fan, right? The only hockey game I went to was a Phantoms game. Is the Phantoms the lower down from NHL? Can you help me with that? Is that I don't think that's college. I think that's like it's like the triple A version like of baseball for MLB. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. I don't really know. I went to a Phantoms game and it was amazing. It was amazing. I played high school football with Kendrick. Oh wow, former Eagle player and his younger brother Eric. Oh my gosh, I love Eric Kendricks. Was a freshman when we graduated. I love Eric Kendricks, one of my favorite linebackers in Minnesota Viking history. Yup, love him. Man, I wish the Vikings versus Lions or Chiefs versus Bills was Sunday night football. Yeah, that Chiefs versus Bills, I got the Chiefs winning that game. And of course, Vikings versus Lions, you know I got the Vikings winning that game, bro. Thank you for the link. Oh, yeah, no problem, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody that's supporting me on this channel, on both channels. Skull Vikes. Yes, Skull Shad, what's good with you? Mike, he said, no offense, I hope the Vikings don't get any more prime time. Hey, listen, you talking that talk, bro. Honestly, I don't even want us to have I don't want us to have primetime games. We don't deserve it. The way we played against the Chargers, let's keep it real. And I don't care if if you feel some type of way, you're just not being real with yourself. Let's keep it real. We got smacked around by the Chargers. Offensively, defensively, mentally, physically, we got the brakes beat off of us by the Chargers. That's why I'm thinking it's gonna be a bounce back game because it can't get any worse than what it was, right? Can it? So I'm thinking that against the Lions, if we can somehow slow that run game, because that is the key. By far, to stop the Lions or to beat the Lions, you gotta somehow slow that run game. Gibbs, in my opinion, he probably like one of my favorite running backs in the game. Like, there's a lot of dogs at running back, but Gibbs, that man is special. That man is special. That man is special. But I know you good, bro, with that comment. We will show Axe Coast, Cowboys, Bears, Browns. Yeah, the Coast is the real deal. Yeah. But we're gonna beat the Braves off the Lions, respectfully, bro. He said, I don't understand what happened to Vikes defense. Yes, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think it's a combination of you didn't have Blake Cashman for a few games. You didn't have Andrew Van Ginkel for a few games. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the biggest thing what happened to the Vikings is we can't stop the run game. We used to be able to stop the run game a little bit better, and that was because of Harrison Phillips. I'm not sure if you're familiar with defensive tackle Harrison Phillips, but we got rid of him. And we did that because we were confident in Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen to stop the dang on run. Really, forget Jonathan Allen. I'm talking about Javon Hargrave because I knew Jonathan Allen wasn't good at stopping the run. I knew that. I was more like, all right, maybe Javon Hargrave can do it. Man, they've been getting beat. They've been getting tossed around. They've been getting done. Listen, it's been looking bad. Let's keep it real. And I think they put all their eggs in one basket, thinking that they were the answers at stopping the run. But man, and Jalen Redmond, I mean, he's pretty good, but we got to stop the run. That's the number one thing. Because what it was last year is we were getting destroyed in the secondary, right? But we could stop the run. This year, we were good at stopping the run for a couple of games, but then once they figured out that they could run on us as well, they was running the ball and they was passing the ball on us. So it's just like I don't know, man. It's been bad, man. Harrison Phillips should be on this team right now as we speak, bro. And I feel like that was a big mistake by Crazy in the organization for thinking that it was sweet, bro. They thought it was sweet. They should have, you know what I mean? They should have kept Harrison Phillips. But I need everybody that's in the building. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And also, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Appreciate y'all. All right, I'm just looking at something real quick. Okay. Sonic and Knuckles Phantom is in like a B. Okay, B League. Oh, lower. Yes. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Thoughts on the Steelers? The Steelers just lost to a better team. The Packers are a good team. I can't believe I said that, but the Packers are a solid/good team. I'm gonna say solid/good team. They just lost to the better team. Steelers are still a good team. They're going to still win. You're going to still win your division. 58ZL. Yeah, I expected the offense to fall off, but the fall off for the defense was. But that's the bad part about it, though, Mike, because this is supposed to be an offensive team. The head coach is an offensive-minded head coach. That's what should be the best on your team, not the defense. It should be the offense. And honestly, even though the defense been playing horrible, the offense been even worse. The offense been absolutely. We talk about the defense, man. This offense been absolutely terrible, and I'm being nice by saying that, bro. So I'm hopefully Andrew Van Ginkel comes back and he plays the way we know he can play and gives this team a spark, gives this team the energy to play better on defense, and hopefully that spark can be contagious enough to rub up on the dang on offense, and we can finish in the red zone with a touchdown. Do you consider the Saints and Vikings a rivalry after all the historic? When we do play, I do, because it's personal because of how y'all beat us in 2009. Yes, it's personal, bro. For me. Maybe not to every Viking fan, but for me, how y'all beat us in 2009 and won the Super Bowl in 2009 with Drew Brees and what y'all did, and you know what you did. You know what it is. You know what it is. And how Brett Favre was looking, bro, and Adrian Peterson fumbling. Listen, bro, it's a rivalry to me, but that's just me. I can't talk for every Viking fan, but I'm just going to say for me, I love going against the Saints. And when we beat the Saints, I absolutely love it. But the one thing that we got you back in was that, was it 2017, the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs getting that pass by Case Keenum, and he ran it in for the touchdown. That was, I cried. Listen, I don't think I ever cried tears of joy in my life. But that game, I cried tears of joy. I was literally crying and laughing at the same time. Listen, that was one of the greatest moments, man. But then after that, it was bad because the Eagles beat the brakes off of us. The Eagles smashed us, bro. For real. Hargrave hasn't lived up. Yes, he hasn't lived up to the hype at all, bro. Steelers are in trouble now. They had their division locked down. Now it's a three-way race. I still think the Steelers are going to win. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all do better with Harrison Lions for the win. Oh, man. Mike, what's going on? Trick shot. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to my guy Trick Shots. Appreciate you vibing with me, bro. Um, I gotta run. I'm glad. Oh man, thank you, Gray, for finding the channel, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad I found this channel. I will be back. Oh man, thank you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh man, peace out, man. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Yo, football family. Yes, football family, Chris. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off myself in a few minutes. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask me. It don't even have to be about the Vikings, but yeah, just let me know how y'all feel, man. Just talk. Just chop it up. Anything y'all want to talk about, let me know. I'm gonna be on for probably like 5 to 10 more minutes. Bro, it's time to say, hey, Vikings are done this. Hey, no, Jose, I can't. I can't say it, bro. I'm not going to say it, Jose. No, I'm not. I'm going down with the ship. I'm going down with the ship. Going down with the ship. Hey, as a Viking fan, I'm going down with the ship, bro. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not going to let it happen. We ain't going to let it happen. We're going to take one game at a time. We're going to beat the Lions, and then we're going to beat the Ravens, and we're going to go on a winning streak, and we're going to shock the world and get into the playoffs, and then we're going to be a wild card team, right? And beat the brakes off of everybody, get to the NFC Championship game against the Eagles, beat the brakes off the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, go to the Super Bowl 60, representing the NFC in Super Bowl 60, and go against the Buffalo Bills or the Chiefs in Super Bowl 60 and beat the brakes off of them. I can't wait. Let it all happen, y'all. Speak it into existence. That's what we got to do. Speak it into existence. But it starts with this week coming up against the Lions. Lions versus Vikings. But we have to do the little things to be victorious. We have to stop the Lions' run game. And that's just where it comes down to be honest with you. That's what it comes down to. Our Steelers are halfway point of the season. It's time we fall apart. Typical Steelers fashion. Go 9-8 or 10-7. Honestly, let me see what y'all division looking like. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about the divisions. Hold on now. Y'all got me thinking about the division. So what's the divisions looking around the whole NFL right now? So I'm not gonna talk about my Vikings division because we're not looking good in that division. Hey, listen, we ain't looking good right now. We in last in our division, so we ain't gonna talk about that. Not yet. Let's wait until a couple more weeks and we'll go from there. Now, we're gonna go to the Steelers. What's y'all's division called again? AFC North. So the Steelers, y'all gonna win y'all division, bro. Like, listen, the only team I can see winning that division besides the Steelers is the Ravens. And the only reason why I'm saying the Ravens is because of Lamar Jackson. If he comes back and he looks good. Other than that, y'all got the division. But y'all got to start winning because y'all 4-3. And y'all could easily go on a losing streak. Y'all lost 2 games in a row. And the Ravens can honestly go on a winning streak. And with Lamar Jackson, it's going to be hard. So I think it's a 2-team race between the Ravens and the Steelers, believe it or not. The AFC East, Patriots and Bills. Patriots are 6-2. Drake May. The Bills are 5-2. And I try to tell people that Drake May was a dog. Hey, listen, as a Viking fan, I was telling other Viking fans, we need to trade up in the draft. And I'm happy with J.J. McCarthy. We're going to see what he got. But I was telling Viking fans, we need to trade up in the draft and draft Drake May. And everybody was saying, oh, he's not good. It's like watching all this film. Hey, listen, bro. You can watch all the film all you want. You can be super analytical, whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, it's luck, but my eyes told me that man was a good player. My eyes told me he was a good player. I'm gonna keep it real. And that man's throwing dimes. That man's throwing touchdowns. Got his team 6-2. It's amazing to see. The Bills are 5-2, so that's a two team race in that AFC East. Now AFC South, that is a division that is definitely could. I think the Colts are going to win, but I think the Texans are going to have something to say about it. I think the Jags are not as good as people think they are. I think the Jags are overrated, and I'm going to tell you why they're overrated. Because of their quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, I'm sorry, bro. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he's the guy to put the Jags over the top. That's just my personal opinion. Just no disrespect to the Jags fans. Y'all probably might agree with me. But I got them, I don't know. And then the AFC West, I got the Broncos winning that division. I think Bo Nix is a solid, young, good quarterback. and their defense is the best, even though their cornerback got hurt. But it's hard because the Chiefs are coming. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. I got the Chiefs winning the division. I got the Broncos in second and the Chargers finishing third. That's a hard division. The AFC West is hard. And I always go Patrick Mahomes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're 5-3. They won 3 straight, and they're starting to get in rhythm. And the problem with everybody in the AFC is you got to get past the Chiefs. The Chiefs run the AFC until further notice, until one of these other teams can beat them in the playoffs. So I can't go against the Chiefs until someone proves it. To be honest with you, because as much as I want to see the Colts do it, I listen. I got the Chiefs and then the Colts right now in the AFC. Now the NFC, the Eagles is winning that division. The NFC East, they're probably the best team in the division, probably because they are the champs and they got put. I love Jalen Hurts. It's not how you do it; it's how. Listen, people want to see people throw the ball for 400 yards, bro. But it's no matter what, as long as you win, that's all that matters. So I got a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are 6-2. The Cowboys are 3-4. The Commanders are 3-5 because of injury to Jaden Daniels. The Cowboys don't have no freaking defense, so I think the Eagles are gonna win that division. NFC North, we're gonna skip the NFC North right now, y'all. We're gonna skip the NFC North right now. We ain't gonna talk about the NFC North right now, y'all. NFC South, Buccaneers are 6-2. Panthers are 4-4. Falcons are 3-4. Saints are 1-7. Seahawks in the NFC West or the Rams. I think it's between those two teams. If I had to choose, I'm gonna go Seahawks just because I'm a Sam Darnold guy, and I think the Seahawks got a good defense. I think the Seahawks are gonna run that in the next few games. We're gonna definitely see, but that's a hard division as well because you got the 49ers, they're 5-3. The Rams are 5-2. The Seahawks are 5-2. Cardinals are 2-5. So that's a hard division. There a lot of holes on your shit. Yeah, for real. But the Falcons are worse. We'll blow them out and blow a terrible team. Yeah. Jose, I'm just catching up in the comments and I'm gonna get off. Can't do it with JJ playing hop. Yeah, sideline guys and yeah, I got you, bro. But we're gonna see what our guy can do this Sunday against the Lions, and we're gonna revisit that conversation about JJ McCarthy. That was the Steelers for a few years. We would beat amazing teams, but once we played up Browns or Jags or some, we get in. Yeah, man, them bad teams be beating good teams, man. I don't understand it. Well, yeah, everybody's welcome. Everybody hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Be going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Thank you for all y'all support. I'm going to read these last couple of comments and I'm going to get off. Thank you again for everybody that's vibing with your boy. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate everybody. And again, this is my other channel. If you're interested in basketball or hockey, I will be covering that on this channel, and baseball, and a little bit of boxing as well. All right, so we got NFC North is under construction. Facts. All right, bro, I'm out, but we'll see you in your boy Sunday. Yes, 1 p.m. Let's get it. I will be live with the scoreboard and everything. Definitely, it's going down. Oh, yeah, I'll make sure I have purple and gold. Yeah. All right, bro. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And I will say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, respectfully speaking, don't get in your feelings. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings going to beat the brakes off your team. All you Lion fans yapping and talking all that, yapping, talking all that yapping stuff, we're going to beat the brakes off your team, respectfully. And I also want to say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. Hold on, what's this comment? Jay Bird, what's good with you? He said, why did you guys hate on Darnold? I don't even think it's hating on Darnold. I think the Vikings just wanted to go into that draft and get their guy. I don't think there's anybody hating on Darnold. At this point, they can't hate on Darnold. Darnold is playing absolutely amazing, bro. He's playing outstanding. Let's keep it real. And if you are saying that he's not playing good, then you're just a hater. Period. That's just how I feel. And I'm calling out anybody. It don't matter who you are. If you feel like Sam Darnold is not playing well, you're just hating because he is playing very good at this moment. Will he win the Super Bowl this year? Who knows? But he's playing good with the Seahawks. The Seahawks look very good in the NFC. They're one of the best teams in the NFC right now because of him. One of the biggest reasons is because of him. Yeah, smash that like button. Yes, before you leave, bro, do you feel Vegas is controlling these games? I would put a I don't know. I hope that they're not. But I just don't know, to be honest with you, Jay Bird. I don't know, bro. As a backup Viking fan, we don't want to talk about it. Yeah, we don't want to talk about the division. Or talk about Sam Darnold right now. We gotta talk about JJ McCarthy. What happens when the Lions all right, we gonna see. Big Ben 1989. We gonna see. Y'all know my favorite thing. We shall see, my brother. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in and make sure hit that subscribe button as well. We are going live for that game. Vikings versus Lions. Week 9, right? We in week 9? Are we in week 9? Yo, this season is going by quick. Are we in week 9, y'all? This is crazy. I feel like the NFL season just started and we already in week 9. It's crazy work, bro. Do you admit you were while making this? What happens? No. I'm not on anything. I am on the purple Kool-Aid because I'm a Viking fan. But respectfully, bro, what am I supposed to say as a Viking fan? Am I supposed to say that the Vikings are not going to win anything? Am I supposed to say as a Viking fan that they suck before the season began? Am I supposed to not doubt? Am I supposed to doubt my team prior to the season starting? I'm not that type of dude. I'm going to be extra positive until I'm proven otherwise. Until then, I'm going to talk that talk, and that's just the bottom line because that's just who I am as a person. But I will keep it real. If the Vikings continue to lose the way they have been these last few games or a couple games, we got a problem, and we will talk about it on Mike Sports Vibes. But salute to you, my guy. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit your like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Week 9 season going by too fast and slow at the same time. Yeah, man. But shout out to y'all. God bless to everybody. Would you think a trade for Sanders would boost the Vikings? No, they would never. They won't. They don't want that pressure. They don't want that pressure. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't want that pressure, bro. But I get what you're saying. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that, bro. I would not mind that. I wouldn't mind that. He said, "Oh, so you are? Hey, I'm a delusional Viking fan. I'm a proud delusional Viking fan. Skull to the bow. Skull to the bow. It is what it is. Skull to the bow. It is what it is. I'll be a delusion. Hey, I'll be a delusional Viking fan, and we gonna say skull to the bowl, baby." You could have just supported your quarterback that led your team to the best record you had. As well as a fan, bro, I have no control over that. I wish I had that. I listen. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have ownership of that team. I'm not the GM. I know you're saying like I know what you mean by it, but I'm just going along with the flow and hoping that the Vikings make the best moves possible. Right now, it's looking bad, but that doesn't mean it can't change if JJ McCarthy could be that franchise quarterback. You get what I'm saying? Like right now, I get what y'all saying about the Sam Darnold and Danny Dimes and all that, right? The Colts look amazing. The Seahawks look amazing with Sam Darnold. I understand all that, bro. But hindsight is 2020. I can't even think about that right now. And I just want people to understand to keep that same energy when JJ McCarthy starts doing his thing. And if he doesn't do his thing, hey, listen, I will admit on this live stream, I would say, yeah, we made a mistake at quarterback. But right now, I think JJ McCarthy is the guy. I believe in JJ McCarthy, and I'm rocking with him until proven otherwise. So we'll see what happens. You feel me? We'll see. Him as a Lions fan, you guys dirty. Yeah, but no, Darnold wasn't good enough. I like Darnold. I like Darnold. They would have stayed Darnold if they didn't. Yeah, in the playoffs. Yes, they probably would have. You're right, Mike. You're right. Bro, all over social media, Viking fans were hating and we're not down to pay. Yes, you know what? I would say this, bro. I wasn't one of those Viking fans. So I said that I was rocking with JJ McCarthy because we drafted him with the 10th overall pick. But let's keep it real. Nobody looked at Sam Darnold that way prior to that season. Nobody looked at Danny Dimes the way they look at him right now prior to him going to the Colts. So hindsight is 2020, but at the end of the day, we don't know what we have in JJ McCarthy. And if JJ McCarthy is the guy, it doesn't even matter what Sam Darnold and Danny Dimes does. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. I'm happy for Danny Dimes. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's how I look at it, bro. He said, I tried to turn nobody listen. Yeah. Darnold is making 33 million a year. Yeah. Mike, them term playoffs doesn't apply to you now, so it's better than what you. Hey, listen, bro. We gonna see. We gonna take it one step at a time, my brother. Hey, listen, we gonna see. Know what I mean? He said, let's go 100 respectfully. He said, respectfully. It wouldn't be the same like if you didn't say respectfully. The Vikings are going to beat the brakes off of. Yeah, we're going to beat the brakes off of these teams. It is what it is. We got the Lions next, and I already said it, man. Respectfully to all the Lions fans. It's a division game any given Sunday. But respectfully speaking, I got the Vikings beating the brakes off your team. It is what it is. You feel me? That's how I look at it, respectfully. Because you gotta say the respectfully part. And you know how we have a conversation, you gotta say respectfully sometimes before you say certain things because so people get too worked up and they get too emotional. You're like, respectfully, bro. Respectfully. I think you're doing this wrong. You're doing this wrong. I'm gonna show you. Respectful. It's like, man, Vikings don't have unlimited funds. Yeah, you ain't lying. That is true. That is true. And then, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right. I looked at Darnold as a legit quarterback that was the leader of the team. He was good last year. I can't hate. Depends on how JJ McCarthy turns out. Facts. Thank you, Mike. It depends. He's the guy. Then you have the guy for the future, right? On a rookie contract, right? If he isn't, then it sucks. and back to the drafting board. Hey, listen, literally, this comment that Mike just listen, that's literally what it is, bro. Like, honestly, that I don't what he said in the comment, that comment depends how JJ McCarthy turns out. If he's the guy, then you have the guy for the future. If he isn't, then it sucks and back to the drafting board. Facts. It is what it is. But that wasn't good enough. You already had your guy, though, overthinking things. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It might have been a genius move because JJ McCarthy could be the guy. You know what I mean? Jay Bird, I feel if we put the Sanders Bros to the Vikings, we would be smooth. Bro, I ain't gonna sit here and cap, bro. I was thinking that, but they would never do it because they don't want that pressure. I get where you coming from, bro. They don't want to do that. They didn't even want to put Max Brosmer in the game. They're not gonna have Shadir over here. Because if I think Sanders will be good. No, let me be quiet. But let's see what happens, y'all. JJ McCarthy's our guy, and we're gonna go. Listen, I'm gonna go down with the ship. You know what I mean? But I'm getting off, y'all. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, I'm gonna set up the thumbnail and all that. I'm gonna set it up for Sunday. I'll be live. I think the game is at 1 o'clock, so I'll be live at 12:50, 12:45, maybe. We'll see. Real talk, real news coming from me. You better than say see Stephen A. Snitch, Ryan Clark, and all those clowns talk show. Oh man, thank you, man. On Drake, I mean, others, what spot on? Yeah, man. Thoughts on Drake? Yo, man, I've been talking about Drake May, bro. Like people was hating on what I was saying. I said Drake May's that guy. They was like, well, I watched all. Look, I'm not coming at nobody that watches film because you gotta watch film. Well, this is what they said. This is what they hit me with. I watched all this film and he doesn't look good when it comes to this. I'm like, bro, what about all the things he did good? It's not like he's a finished product. He's going to go into the NFL and get developed by a professional coach, bro. Like, you're not a finished product when you come from college to the NFL. And I was trying to tell him, like, you can watch all the film in the world. It doesn't, you can only get so much from the film. What does your eyes tell you? And what does he have to work on? What do you think he has to work on so when he gets to the NFL, he can be a better quarterback? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, people be so like, oh, well, you must don't watch film as much. He's going to be a bust. I'm like, bro, okay. I don't watch as much film as you, but I watched enough film to say that the guy looks good to me. And we're going to see. I'm like, bro, people be making it seem like if you watch a lot of film, it's a guarantee that guy's going to be good if he looks good in film. That's just in film, bro. What about just your eyes test and then looking at your office, looking at your coaching, looking at the players you have on your team? It's more than just having the talent in college or having the talent in general. It's about what's his mindset and what's bad about his game that you can improve and make him a better player. He said, I hear me out. You just Yeah, no, you don't worry about drafting. Yeah, well, it we drafted him in the 2024 NFL draft when we signed Sam Darnold. So we already drafted JJ McCarthy prior to him having that great season. Have a smooth day, bro. You too, bro. Everybody is talking. Sorry about that. My bad. All right, so Drake, Daniel Jones. Everybody talking about Darnold, but they had Daniel Jones last year. Also, facts. That's facts. But Sam Darnold was the guy that played, so that's why they talking about Sam Darnold more than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones said he'd rather go to the Colts and beat out Anthony Richardson and go from there. Drake May looked his rookie year, and now he looks like he's receiving papers. Yes, facts, bro, facts. But the thing about it, you gotta get on that football field and be healthy. That's my biggest knock on JJ right now. He got to get on that football field. That's what it comes down to. Playing. Yes, mental fortitude. Yes, your mindset. It's so much deeper than just having talent, bro. Like there's so many talented. Everybody that's in the NFL is talented, bro. If you get to the highest level, you're a talented player. The biggest thing is what's your mental and like the deficiencies that in your game can if you're the head coach, can I correct those deficiencies? Can I correct your weaknesses? Can you be coached up? Can I coach you and you don't think that you're, oh, I don't got to do that? No, like you got to be able to coach a player to make them better. So, um, yeah, and you got to get experience to get better. We ain't trying to make them wasn't proven starter yet. Yes, everyone wrote yes, exactly. Mike, what's going on, Noah? Chiefs, Colts, Rams, or Eagles are taking it. Don't forget the Vikings, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Don't forget the Vikings, bro. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? You're convinced me Vikings are wrecking the lot. Let's go, baby. Go to the bowl, baby. Go to the bowl. Vikings are beating the brakes off the Lions. Is any given Sunday and with the rivalry get yes, anything can happen. Facts, Mike. Highest level, you need a quarterback that can lead your team, which you had, but no longer have respectfully. Yeah, I mean, we could keep on going down that rabbit hole, but at the end of the day, he's not on our team, so it's nothing we can do about it at this point. We got JJ McCarthy, so we got to see what we had. Now, revisit this conversation at the end of the season when we win the Super Bowl with JJ McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there, bro. I missed how the Vikes are taking down the Lions. JJ is going to be good. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I think JJ is going to be all pretty darn good. We're going to see what happens. But I'm getting off, y'all. Have a wonderful day. And I'm so thankful for everybody that support me on this YouTube channel. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. But I will say this respectfully speaking. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. Respectfully. And the Lions are next. We're going to Detroit, and we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. It is what it is. Shout out to Wentz for holding it down. Right, he didn't. Yes, facts. He held it down. I got a lot of respect for Wentz. Yeah, you guys will love it. Okay, all right, bro. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.